Okay, this is going to be a different kind of video. I wanted to go through an inventory of all of my practice pads. So here we go. I think I've got them all here. So in no chronological order, I'm going to go over some of the pads that I use. Some of them I don't use as much as others, but anyway, this is just really for my records. Alright, first is the 6-inch reel fill. I'm going to try to remember where I bought these. I got this at a thrift store in Tennessee, and I think it was on sale for $1, but yet they had a red tag on it that day, and I got it for 50 cents. So it looked like it had never been touched hardly at all. Probably some middle school kid bought it or whatever and never practiced. So it's a two-sided reel fill. So I get it for 50 cents. So this is a 6-inch reel fill. Alright. This is probably one of my older ones. My wife bought me this maybe close to 25 years ago. I've seen some of these on eBay, but I'm not going to sell mine because my wife bought this for me. This is a Zildjian pad. Has pretty good bounce to it. Sort of like a slim pad, the Vic First Slim Pad. Alright, so I've got a Zildjian pad. Probably one of my favorite pads right now is this Outlander by Off-World. This has the VML surface on it. Very articulate. Backside is not really something you want to play on. This is neoprene, mainly to keep it from sliding around. Alright, so that's the Outlander. Another Off-World product, the Shuttle Pad, which they don't make anymore. But I believe that I bought this from Lone Star. Oh, the Outlander, I bought this on eBay for like 11 bucks, and it was brand new. Not sure why I'm selling it for 11 bucks because normally they're 40. Alright, very articulate. The Shuttle Pad fits in the backpack perfectly. Also sits on your lap perfectly when you're playing. Has the black dark matter like the other Off-World products. So this is a Shuttle Pad. I've got my old faithful V3 double-sided, red rimmed. I added this and added this from Off-World. I believe that I got this one from Joe Galati up in Vermont. He had a drum shop. I'm not sure if he still has it, but anyway, he had a drum shop, and we were internet friends on rudimentaldrumming.com, and we got to talking back and forth, and I think I traded him 6 copies of my beginning drumming method. So I didn't buy this when we bartered or traded. So this is I still use this one every day. You can't break these. So this is the V3 black matter, and I figured out if you put tire shine and Windex, sort of preserves the black matter. All right, so that's the V3. Probably one of my favorite pads is the Ram Pad Pro. Very high pitched, very articulate, and very responsive. Regular drum head. Not sure what's under here. I've got to take this off and see, but regular rim, 10-inch rim, polymer base, fits right on the drum or drum stand. Okay. I got this one actually from the company for free because the founder of the company wanted me to be like maybe a sales rep eventually, so I highly endorse this. Another Ram Pad was the first Ram Pad that I bought from Lone Star Percussion. A little bit lower in pitch, not quite the rebound, but still very responsive. Great pad. I've got a Zymox. You can't buy new Zymox pads anymore because they're not sending them out for some reason. I don't know what the history is of their customer service is, but I actually traded my college roommate, not during college, but recently, an old two-sided Vic Firth gray rubber black rubber pad, which was very responsive. A little bounced even more than this, more responsive. But this is a Zymox. This is a 12-inch or 13-inch. Has the snare sound. So that's the Zymox. I used to have an old Zymox. This is the remnant of it. Bought a new head. They actually sent me a head. So this is what's left. I sold that to a student somewhere in Tennessee, I believe. But it was black, and it was a 14-inch, which I got from someone else on the internet who had two brand new ones. And I won the door prize at a drum clinic in Nashville, and I traded a drum for a pad. It was an entry-level Ludwig drum. Didn't need it, was not going to use it, so I traded it for a Zymox pad. So this is what's left of that pad. The Innovative Percussion pad, which they don't make anymore. They make one that looks like this, but it's not as responsive. So this is, I got this one actually on eBay also, I think for maybe $20. Two-sided, very responsive. Alright. The old favorite, the Slim Pad. I bought it off the internet, probably at one of the drum stores. Actually added this off-world dot to it. Two-sided, mainly play on this side. They're very responsive, very high-pitched. Another pad that my wife bought me. This is a stock pad. I played on it so much that the logo has come off. But this is the Vic Firth two-sided stock pad. I think my mother actually bought me this one maybe 10 or 15 years ago. This is the two-sided Vic Firth gray rubber, black rubber. I believe we bought it at a local music store. She wanted to give me something for my birthday, so I said, how about another practice pad? So this is the two-sided Vic Firth gray and black. Picked this one up at Guitar Center. Probably my most responsive pad as far as a rubber pad. Very, very responsive. Two-sided. I seldom play on that side, but anyway, this is the Vader two-sided red and black. This is an old Real Feel, which I got in somewhere in Alabama. Once again at a thrift store. My son and I were looking at electronics and passing the time away, and very interesting to go in those places. He said, "Dad, there's a drum pad on that aisle." I said, "No." So we went down and it was just sitting there like that. I think it was like $2. But anyway, the logo always come off, but it's still in good shape. Well, I wouldn't say it's in good shape, but it's usable. Two-sided. All right. Next, my newest pad is the Off-World V3 Hybrid with Blue Chameleon VML, vinyl mylar laminate. Okay, and it has the snare puck on the back that you take off. It makes that sound, sort of a hollow sound. Put it in, you hear the snare sound. I believe I bought that one at flam7.com. In fact, I know I did, because I got 2 for 1. There was a mix-up in the ordering process. Long story short, I got 2 pads for the price of 1. This is a regular V3 with black rim, black mylar laminate. Has a little bit different tone quality. You can play in the back. I don't plan to do that, but this is also the a V3, all right? And let's see, I think I've got one more. Yes, one more. This is the Oz pad, and I believe that I ordered this from Joe Galati up in Vermont. I needed something to strap to my leg because about 10 years ago I played in one of the variety shows in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, in a resort area, and that's the way I made my living. 7 days a week, sometimes 6, but mostly 7. And in between songs, I would be beating on my left leg for the tempo of the next song. Very, I wouldn't say high stress, but high energy show. And very crucial to get the tempos right. So I would be hitting on my leg in between the numbers, which we had maybe 2 or 3 seconds or 4, maybe 4 or 5 bars of 4/4 in between every number. So I would do that, and I was coming home and I would look at my leg and I said, what's doing that? I had big bruises on my leg, so I said, I've got to do something else. So I strapped this to my leg and no one could see it, and I would be hitting on my leg for the tempo of the next song. Also would use that for timing. Having a marching percussion background, even though I was playing drum set, I always wanted to make sure the timing was good, so there'd be times where I'd actually hit on my leg in between numbers. So anyway, so that's the pads. So as far as I know, oh, I've got this, but I bought this at Lowe's. It's just a big piece of round wood where I put all of my pads so that when I stack them up neatly, this may not work. Don't fall. I shouldn't do this. Or I'm not going to put these on there because it's probably going to fall. But anyway, these are my pads at present. So, keep on drumming.